Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Mika and I am just a medic. And I wasn't planning on making another video, which is why the sound and the picture quality today is probably a little lower than usual. I've already unplugged that baby here. I'm just using my phone to shoot a quick video because something has happened. A couple of days ago, I made a video and I'm not going to repeat what I said in this video and why. We'll get to that in a second. But I talked about the YouTube algorithm and I talked about that bot that goes around and does natural language analysis over the spoken word in the video and then classifies those videos, and that some videos are being shadow banned, some videos are being demonetized, and some videos are outright removed if they contain what this bot believes is medical misinformation. The only problem is that a lot of my friends who are physicians, who are epidemiologists, who are virologists, who have channels on YouTube, have seen their very scientifically backed and very in line with World Health Organization and CDC information removed, saying it is medical disinformation. Or even worse, they've been shadow banned. And why this is even worse, I'll get to in a second. They've been shadow banned and they just won't be shown to anybody. And I said in that video, by just saying this, I've already doomed myself.
You're doomed.
And then posted the video. And for the next 2 hours, I got a lot of messages by email, SMS on Instagram. I got comments underneath the video saying, no, Mika. It was in our recommendations. It was shown in our feed. I don't have the bell activated. It was still shown to me. So you must be wrong. And I was happy. I was really happy because maybe the algorithm got smarter. Maybe the machine has finally learned. And then 2 hours later, I got this. Yes, I was community struck. I got a community strike. It's a warning the first time for posting that video because the algorithm actually thought that I was spouting medical disinformation. I'm happy. I'm really happy. I got community struck and the video was removed. Why? Because you get a pop-up about that. And you can react. You can actually send them a response. You can contest, dispute the whole thing. So I disputed it. And about an hour later, the dispute was resolved. They said, oh yeah, sorry. And they reinstated the video. But of course, that shows two things. It shows, number one, yes, there is such a thing as the learning machine misunderstanding things. Yeah, we're not perfect. Okay. But if it doesn't go so far that it actually removes your video, you're landing in that shadow ban block. And that means nobody will see your stuff. And I was talking about this, how we made on two separate channels that we set up on a friend's computer and on a friend's account, two friends' account. We set up a channel each. And we published the same information, only one was just laced with clickbaity tags and everything he said was like somewhat circumscribed. He was never mentioning the virus. He was never mentioning that symptom cluster, that disease. He was not mentioning what's happening in the world right now in words. He was just like, the way I just did it, he was circumscribing it. While the second video, she was essentially naming a horse. She was talking about the name of the virus. She was talking about the name of the disease. And we put them both up. And the one with the clickbaity tags and the not mentioning, it exploded. It had I think 15,000 views. And that was like the second video on that channel. And we had 8 subscribers and we had 14,000 views. Whereas the one that she did, which had exactly the same content, we didn't use their faces in the thumbnails. We had a very nondescript thumbnail because we figured that if we put, a good-looking physician, female physician in the thumbnail, that might just get clickbaited because thirsty man. But she got, I think, 900 views, whereas he got his 14,000. Now, me, I have videos on here with 12 views or 24 views, which I guess are not being shown to anybody because the videos I'm making, the last video, the one talking about YouTube, has about 2,000 views within 48 hours. Now, this is a small channel. 2,000 views for me is a lot. It's an awful lot. It's almost scarily lot, right? But for somebody who just started a channel and we had 2 videos on it and we published that and got 14,000 views versus the same data where she actually speaks the words, getting 800 views. That should make you think. And here we go. I got community struck, I got removed, and I still think that it's the right way to go to, in some way, shape, or form, enforce the borders of what it could be considered actual scientific discourse. And scientific discourse doesn't have to be 100% scientific. I can also ask questions of scientists. I can say, I don't understand this. Explain to me why, injecting mRNA in my arm does not hurt me. I can do that. And then the expert has to come back, and that's how science works, has to prove their work. That is cool. What isn't cool is to claim that it doesn't exist at all, or that everybody will die, and so on and so on and so on. That's not cool. And so I figured, this is Google. They're so good, they know when I'm taking a dump. And I guarantee you that Google knows in the back end where I am every day, where I'm working, probably even knows my income. Google knows all about me. Shouldn't Google at least give me the benefit of the doubt, knowing where I work and what I do there? I don't know. But it's somewhat weird, isn't it? So I got removed. And I got reinstated. But it proves my point. It proves my point that this algorithm and the whole thing behind it does not work. And it works against us. It works against the response to this problem. It works against everybody else, because it gives people like Joe Rogan, who have massive listener and viewerships, a platform upon which they can spew their bull crap. So I think the algorithm is way too lenient towards subscribership and way too focused on preserving Google's income. And that's all this is. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all this is. It is about Google not wanting information on their website that can threaten their ad income. Advertisers going, no, we're not gonna, advertise on a platform that is openly anti-vax, for example. This has nothing to do with saving the world, and Google isn't saving the world. Google's approach right now is letting Joe Rogan stay on the platform while suppressing voices by physicians, by virologists, by epidemiologists, even by me. And I'm neither of them. I'm just a medic, right? That talk about science and the application of science and how science can actually get us through all this. That's all for today, but I just wanted to, update you. I didn't want to make a video. I just wanted to update you guys that my last video, in which I claimed that this happened and in which you rightfully told me in the beginning, hey, look, we saw you, it got removed 2.5 hours later. It got reinstated because, as I said, I think it's much better to get a community strike that you can appeal than to just get shadow banned. Completely 100% rather strike me so I can appeal than shadow ban me. But it somewhat proves my point in the last video. That's all I wanted to say. Have an amazing day. I'll probably be offline for at least a week. Later, guys. Bye.